Hello and welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program with me, the Green Dragon. So, the Kerbal Space Center has been doing around-the-clock launches and building the two ships in orbit, so now it's time to attach the final piece and take a look at the finished product. So, without further ado, let's burn for orbit. And we have liftoff. As you might or might not notice, I have made a slight modification to the engine assembly on the bottom here by adding a single atomic rocket motor in order to have a more efficient fuel option once we're out of the atmosphere, so that if we want to save fuel and can afford to do slower burns, we have the option of turning off the high-powered vectoring engines and using the nuclear motor. And that would have the advantage of not just giving us greater range, but allowing us to send more fuel up, to transfer more fuel to the actual ship we're docking with, because this last stage always has fuel and RCS left over, and I have used those to fill up those ships so that we won't need to launch a separate refueling mission, which is a good thing. And the first set of boosters is gone. We are passing 10,000 meters. It is time to start our gravity turn. So actually let's turn a little more gently towards some 65-70 degrees instead of all the way to 60, for the simple reason that our thrust-to-weight ratio does leave something to be desired, unfortunately. That is the one weakness of this design, but one that we can easily work around, and it's still more than powerful enough to manage its mission. Okay, passing 17.5, time to turn towards 45 degrees. Well, we're turning towards 90 degrees, but we're doing a 45-degree up angle thing. So, yeah. And so far everything is looking pretty damn good. Passing 26, I suppose we should turn a bit more at this point, towards 25 degrees. There we go. That appears to be pretty much alright. Our orbital path is pretty excellent. Let's turn almost completely horizontal now. We are far enough out of the atmosphere that we don't need to worry about atmospheric drag, and we have sufficient speed that we don't need to worry about falling back to the ground or to the water, as the case is right now. So right now we're gonna wait until these detach, and then we're gonna take a look at the orbital map and decide, well, try to set up a close encounter. After that, it's pretty standard. We'll adjust our path to bring us closer and closer to target by gradually braking in stages in a way that pushes our path closer to a straight towards target heading. You'll see in a second. And then, of course, once we're close enough, we will negate our relative speed completely, and we will finish our docking maneuver. Well, we'll initiate our docking maneuver. Okay, ditch those, bring that up so we can adjust our throttle, and let's see, it is orbiting at some 800 and it is slightly ahead of us on our orbit, which means that we can do a long slow burn there instead of a fast one. But since the ship, all the parts of the ship that are attached, unless I'm very much mistaken, have already been filled full of fuel, I will probably just do a fast burn there, for the simple reason that I care about you and I don't want you to be bored while we do a long boring burn. Let's just turn this thing and... oh, the RCS. I noticed that I turned it off. I'm using the capsule to break it so that we save... well, there's no reason to save RCS either, actually. Okay, there we go. That is pretty much perfect. And let's push our periapsis out. Ignite those, and it appears to be quite alright so far. I hate when those markers flicker like that, I really do. Fortunately, I don't think there's a fix for that. Okay, we need a close pass. So, to have a little more to keep things from moving around too quickly, I'm gonna switch off the high-powered engines and use these. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see how close we can get. So that's about it. I'm adjusting with RCS, in case you didn't figure that out, and that looks to be about as good as we're gonna get. Well, okay, relative to target, eh? Okay. So since we're moving very slowly towards target, we will be burning towards the target instead of away from it, and we'll be adjusting our speed like that. Actually, I turned the wrong way, but that's alright. We have plenty of RCS, and that shouldn't be a problem. Keep turning, keep turning. We'll aim ourselves like this in order to drag the prograde marker towards the target, like so. That will give us a closer pass, and well, that's pretty much it. It will give us closer pass. That should be pretty damn good, actually. Can really work with... we should turn retrograde now. We'll be moving towards the target. We'll get close enough to the target, and we will need to do more adjustments, but we'll also need to do braking once we're that close, so a more or less retrograde position, something like this. Maybe. Okay, now what if I burned... Okay, so there's a glitch there that unfortunately splits my video in two, and I will glue these back together with the YouTube video editor. For those of you who have not heard of such a thing, it is a built-in program for YouTube that allows you to edit your videos, a little bit anyway. And yeah, hopefully there isn't any huge disruptions in the video at this point, but I suppose we'll just have to see. Anyway, right now, well, actually the thing is, I probably want to move past it, with considering how it will be oriented relative to me right now. Okay. Okay, let's see. And this is your first look at the nearly finished product, incidentally. Enjoy. Let's... Yep, braking maneuver now. As you can see, there is a bit of lag. It's giving me 12 frames per second. Unfortunately, there's also nothing I can do about that. That is, well, unnecessary evil. Okay, let's turn and set ourselves up for a docking maneuver. As you can see, the speed marker is all over the place, but we should be parked relatively close to it. I guess we're gonna be eyeballing it here. Okay, first push away, or so slightly, and push like that. No, like that. We need to head up, actually, like so will do. And oh god, let me select the docking port, please. There we go, that's the docking port. Excellent news, we have the docking port selected. Okay, and now we move forwards. accidentally turned off the RCS there. A bit too much upwards movement, but it will do, I suppose. There. Okay. Adjust ourselves like that. There we go. God damn it, I thought I had cancelled that out. What the fuck? The game's being weird. That is unfortunate that it works like that, but there's also nothing I can do about it. Okay, now we want to come in more or less straight at it, since we are pretty perfectly aligned as these things go. Except that we are moving. Okay, we are apparently too far up, and apparently we are not perfectly aligned after all. Oh yeah, we most certainly are not. Okay. Okay, that is nearly perfect. Okay, up and sideways. Okay. Okay, that is probably as good as it's gonna get. Hopefully that's good enough. CS off. Ah, crap. Every time on screen. Eh. No, that away, that away, that away. Drift that away. And downwards, 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 downwards. Just need to come close enough to get the magnetism activated. Get that far, I should be good. No. Up, cancel that out. Okay. Crap. Okay, doing it by eye, not the best of ideas. We'll have to use the instruments even though they are being really fucked up right now. Okay, that's pretty damn perfect actually. Well, or not. There, that's the target. Okay, come in that way now. And that's entirely the wrong way. Okay, so let's just align ourselves with the target like this, and yeah, we'll go with that. Kill that movement. Okay, I'm watching how that target marker is moving relative to my ship now. Now we want to move forwards, however so slightly. No, 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 the other way, the other way. And slightly downwards. And brake ever so slightly. And God damn it. This is becoming a bit embarrassing, it seems. Just dock already. Come on. No, 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 that's too far forwards. Come on. There we... Finally. Finally. There's Jeb, there's Bill, and there's Bob. Yeah. Jeb is laughing his ass off, as usual, because that docking was whack. Okay, it looks like everything is full on fuel. Final checks to make sure everything is as filled as can be. I did a test to see if any RCS ports that shouldn't be enabled were enabled, and I used a bit of that, but that's all right. And we need to make sure that these are disabled. And that's a lot of weight on a very flimsy connection there, fortunately. But it should be okay. Okay. So, there she is. Let me just move away this one. And we'll take a good hard look at this without any interference. Yes, Sonfrod has become my big dockings guy over the last 14-15 flights or something. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with that one. Anyway, the ships are now constructed. Each one took 11 launches, if I'm not mistaken, so that plus testing plus the 1 or 2 failed launches, and yeah, we're talking some 25 launches in total, so pretty epic. Anyway, join me next time when we will start our mission. So I'll see you, well, later. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.